Imagine stepping into the nose of a reindeer, not just as a whimsical fantasy, but as a profound statement about humanity's place in nature. This is the bold invitation extended by Indigenous Sámi artist Máret Ánne Sara in her latest installation at Tate Modern's Turbine Hall. But here's where it gets controversial. What if this immersive experience isn't just art, but a mirror reflecting our arrogance in the face of nature's ingenuity? Sara's labyrinthine structure, modeled after the scaled-up nasal passages of a reindeer, challenges visitors to confront their perceived dominance over the natural world. And this is the part most people miss. The reindeer's nose isn't just a quirky design choice. It's a tribute to a biological marvel. In less than a second, a reindeer's nose can heat inhaled air by 80 degrees Celsius, a survival mechanism in the harsh Arctic. By enlarging this structure, Sara forces us to feel small, to question our superiority. As a former journalist, children's author, and land defender from a reindeer-herding family in northern Norway, Sara's work is deeply personal and politically charged. She hopes it shifts perspectives or triggers some humbleness. But the installation is more than a lesson in biology. It's a celebration of Sámi culture, science, and philosophy. The Sámi, Europe's only indigenous people, have endured persecution, forced assimilation, and land dispossession across Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Russia's Kola Peninsula, Sápmi. Sara's work highlights their struggles, particularly those tied to the climate crisis and colonialism. Take the towering 26-meter structure of reindeer hides entangled in power cables at the entrance. Titled Gov, it symbolizes the political and economic systems suffocating the Sámi. It also references Gavi, an extreme weather phenomenon exacerbated by global heating, which traps lichen, reindeer's winter food, under layers of ice. This isn't just an Arctic problem. It's a global warning. 3 years ago, I witnessed Gavi's devastating impact firsthand in Guavdagade, Norway, where herders battled to feed their reindeer. A costly and labor-intensive fight against starvation. Sara's installation brings this crisis to London, layering materials to recreate the urgency of Gavi. Here's the controversial part. The sculpture exposes the clash between Western and Sámi worldviews. While the West sees power as a resource to exploit, the Sámi view energy as an innate life force in all living beings. Tate Modern's history as a coal and oil power station adds layers of irony, as does the green colonialism of Scandinavian states. In their rush to build wind farms and hydroelectric dams on Sámi land, Nordic nations claim to save the planet while threatening indigenous livelihoods. It's very difficult being such a small minority to defend yourself when the arguments are rooted in saving the world, Sara notes. Her own family has battled Norway's restrictive herding policies, including her brother's unsuccessful lawsuits against forced culling. Sara's response? A 4-year art series, Pile of Sápmi, featuring a curtain of 400 reindeer skulls, a haunting reminder of loss. For the Sámi, art is a lifeline, a way to be heard globally. Sara's Turbine Hall commission is no exception. As Katja Gatsianton, curator of the 2022 Sámi Pavilion, puts it, this brings the conversation about rising temperatures closer. People will see it's not just across the Atlantic or in the Amazon, it's in Europe. But Sara isn't pitting Western science against indigenous knowledge. Instead, she highlights how the Sámi's deep connection to nature has preserved life-sustaining wisdom for generations. This interconnectedness is evident in her materials, animal pelts, bones, wood, and power cables, and in the soundscape blending reindeer calls, mosquitoes, birds, and industrial hums. The nasal passage structure, gabil, smartly adaptable in Sámi, is a nod to Sámi ingenuity, built with wooden poles carved with reindeer earmarks from Sara's family's herds. Reindeer bones and skulls adorn the walls, not as macabre decorations, but as expressions of duaji, a philosophy emphasizing interdependence and zero waste. Here's a thought-provoking question. Does using animal parts in art reflect cruelty or a deeper respect for life? For the Sámi, it's the latter. Sarah's childhood memory of her father's fear-induced scent at a police station inspired her to explore smell as a language. Working with perfumer Najib Achebu, she diffuses the reindeer's fear scent around the Govi installation, contrasting it with a hopeful aroma of reindeer milk, her own breast milk, and sweetgrass at the Gabel entrance. These scents evoke visceral reactions, reminding us of our biological and spiritual ties to animals. This is a futuristic project, Sarah says, an invitation to learn from indigenous philosophy for a global future. So as you wander through this reindeer's nose, ask yourself, are we truly dominant over nature, or is it time to embrace humility? The answer might just change how you see the world. What's your take? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's spark a conversation.